Imagine you wake up when your body is ready. No alarm, no schedule, no place you need to be. You sit up, stretch, and ask yourself one question: what should I do today? For 99% of human history, that was every single morning for about 300,000 years. And the answer looked nothing like your life right now. Most people think ancient humans spent every minute trying to survive, hunting, running, searching for food, never stopping. But that's not what scientists found. In 1963, an anthropologist named Richard Lee studied a group in Africa called the Kung. He tracked exactly how much time they spent getting food. The answer? About 17 hours a week. That's it. For comparison, many people today work more than 40 hours every week. The rest of the time, they talked, they rested, they wandered, and sometimes they got bored. But here's what's strange. That boredom didn't stay boredom for long. Around 75,000 years ago, someone picked up a shell. They drilled a hole through it and turned it into jewelry. Think about that. It wasn't food. It wasn't a weapon. It didn't help them survive. It was decoration, beauty, expression. The nearest beach was about 20 kilometers away. That means someone walked roughly 40 kilometers round trip just to collect shells, then spent hours drilling tiny holes using stone tools. Why? Because they had time. And because the human mind likes creating things. Around 40,000 years ago, someone carved a flute from a bird bone, 5 finger holes, perfectly spaced. Think about that. Before cities, before schools, before books, someone made music, not because they had to, because they wanted to. And that might never have happened if every empty moment was already filled with entertainment. Then there are the cave paintings. In 1994, explorers discovered a cave in France called Chauvet. Inside were paintings created around 30,000 years ago. Horses, lions, rhinoceroses, but not simple stick figures. These paintings showed movement, perspective, skill. Some were so deep inside the cave that people had to carry fire into complete darkness just to create them. Think about that. Sitting underground, by firelight, painting animals on a wall, not for survival, for beauty, for meaning, because they had time to imagine something more. Now imagine it's 50,000 years ago. The sun rises, there's no alarm clock. The fire from last night is still warm. People wake up slowly. Breakfast is simple, maybe leftover meat, maybe nuts, maybe berries. People talk, laugh, tell stories. Nobody is checking a phone. Nobody is rushing to answer emails. Around mid-morning, a small group leaves to hunt. But here's the important part. You don't hunt every day. If there is still food from yesterday, you might stay behind. You might sharpen a spear, weave a basket, repair a tool, make something useful. Not because a boss told you to, because making things well feels good. If hunting happens, it isn't the wild chase you see in movies. Humans are persistence hunters. That means we don't sprint. We keep moving at a steady pace until the animal becomes exhausted. The hunt might take a few hours, then everyone returns, everyone eats, and by early afternoon, the productive part of the day is mostly over. So what happens next? Nothing. And everything. People rest in the shade, they play with children, they make jewelry, they nap. One anthropologist found that adults spent around 6 hours every day simply being with other people. Talking, laughing, telling stories, not working, not sleeping, just being human. Then the sun begins to set, a fire is lit, and something remarkable happens. During the day, conversations are practical. Where did you see animal tracks? Which plants are ready to eat? But at night, around the fire, most conversations become stories. Stories about ancestors, stories about adventures, stories about things that may never have happened at all. This is where culture begins. This is where people start asking bigger questions. Questions about life, about death, about the future, about the stars above them. And here's something else. Humans didn't always sleep the way we do now. Before artificial light, many people slept in two phases. They would sleep for a few hours, wake up in the middle of the night, spend time thinking, talking, reflecting, then go back to sleep again. So a full day looked something like this. A few hours getting food, a few hours making things, several hours with other people, plenty of time resting, thinking, watching the world, and simply existing, without constantly needing to prove anything. And now compare that to your morning. Scientists once placed people alone in a room. No phone, no music, no book, no entertainment, nothing. Just their own thoughts. And something surprising happened. Many chose to give themselves a small electric shock rather than sit quietly. Think about that. Physical discomfort felt easier than boredom. Then researchers tried something else. They made one group do something extremely boring for a short period of time. The other group did something more enjoyable. Afterward, both groups were asked to solve creative problems. The result? The bored group performed much better. Being bored didn't make them less creative, it made them more creative. Because when the brain has nothing to focus on, it starts creating its own stimulation. For the first time in human history, boredom became optional. Standing in line? Phone. Waiting for food? Phone. Sitting alone? Phone. 5 seconds of silence? Phone. Without realizing it, we removed something the human mind had lived with for hundreds of thousands of years. Not because boredom feels good, but because boredom creates space. Space for ideas, space for imagination, space for reflection, space for creativity. And here's what surprised archaeologists. When they compare the skeletons of early farmers to hunter-gatherers, the difference is dramatic. Farmers were often shorter. Their bones showed signs they weren't getting enough nutrients. Their teeth had more cavities. Their bodies showed signs of repetitive labor. The hunter-gatherers told a very different story. Their bones suggest a lifestyle very different from the one most people imagine. For most of human history, people sat around fires, walked through forests, watched the stars, and spent long stretches of time alone with their thoughts. From those moments came stories, music, art, ideas, and eventually, civilization itself. Today you carry endless entertainment in your pocket. Yet many people feel less creative, less focused, more distracted, and more tired. Maybe that's a coincidence. Or maybe boredom was never holding us back. Maybe it was helping us all along. They didn't need to become successful. They were already living the life many people work their entire existence to retire into. You wake up to an alarm. They woke up to the sun. You check your phone before speaking to anyone. They woke up to faces they loved. You call silence boring. They called it thinking. Maybe the day we accidentally killed boredom, we didn't just lose empty time. We lost something that helped make us human. And the strangest part is this. You're not a different species. You're just living in a world that forgot what humans actually need.